Well, I decided to make the Wednesday's video today on Tuesday because we're going to be really busy tomorrow with company and then with going down and doing Halloween alternative trunk or treat at First Baptist Landrum. We'll have the privilege of sharing the gospel by way of the Roman Road as one of the stops the kids will make on their way to refreshments, and we're just looking forward to what God is going to do in and through sharing His Word with all of these children and their parents. So looking forward to that. I will try to figure a way of putting the presentation that I have for the Roman Road on this video, and hope that I'm going to be successful in doing that as I move this presentation along. 1 Timothy, we're going backwards from Revelation to Genesis. We're looking at the passages that really snap out at me, and mentioned as we began this series on 1 Timothy that this is really an operational manual, organizational manual for churches today, as well as it was back during the days when Paul wrote to Timothy. Honor widows who are widows indeed. I feel so strongly about a homebound video ministry. When people are no longer able to come to church, they can see and feel a part of the worship service from their home via video. And I've invested in 2 churches and helping them get their video ministry going so that they can send DVDs home to the homebound, even if they're not elderly, if they've just gotten out of the hospital and they're homebound for other reasons. It's nice to feel a part of a church even when you're not able to go in person. And so Timothy makes it very clear that we're to honor widows. He also makes it clear who a widow is, what age that is. And then he throws in an extra line that we need to remember. It's found in verse 8 of chapter 5. But if anyone does not provide for his own, especially for those of his household, he has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. Now, that doesn't mean that we throw pearls before swine. Our family have to show responsibility. One of the things that we do wrong sometimes in families is we enable those that don't want to work, or those that continue to make bad mistakes and make no attempt to make correct decisions. At the same time, if we have family members who are in need and they're living as righteous lives and really trying to do the best they can but really need a little help, we are called to help them and to try to see that their needs are met. And then finally down at verse 14, therefore I want younger widows to get married, bear children, keep houses, and give the enemy no occasion for reproach. Remarriage is a very difficult decision for anyone in many ways and at any age. Many feel that they don't want to get married again in respect to their former spouses. I think that's a bad reason not to get married again. I think that we can show respect for our spouses by never stopping loving them, but that doesn't mean we have to stop living. At the same time, there are some that feel that they don't need to marry again, that this would be a mistake for them, and I respect that, and I believe that many widows and widowers are wise in not remarrying. And I think particularly for a young person who is a widow or widower, it is very difficult to stay single and not share the joys and the sorrows of life with somebody else. So it's not a disrespect. We can't bring back those that have moved on to heaven, but we can certainly continue to love them. We can certainly continue to live life and to share our joys and our sorrows with others. Read through this section of Timothy. It's a very good section of Scripture in chapter 5, 1 Timothy, part of the instruction manual to the church. Has some very wise things to say to the church and to widows and widowers and to those who have families and the care of those families. But remember, we need to be good stewards in all that we do, and not enable people just because they're unwilling to do what's right, or because they're unwilling to change their ways. That's my thought for the day. God bless you and have a great day.